Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
You signed some papers?
Yeah.
All right, let's start with that then. What?
Yeah,
From the outside, what I know is that she took you to court.
no, I took her to court.
Well, didn't she originally
And-
take you to court to get more money? Originally?
No, I filed for the support, for the, doing the right thing. I wanted to file for the actual support to find out how much I would actually have to pay, because she got confused. Like, she had people around her telling her, New York State law does say that you're entitled to 17%, but that applies to $80,000 of income.
I'm sure that you feel she misuses money and spends it on her, and she got a new man, so she should be able to provide a certain amount. But what's hard is that she's also your son's mother, so your son goes to your house and is used to a certain lifestyle and used to certain things, and then he goes home and he can't have certain things. It kind of puts the family dynamic in it.
It does, but you know
I'm not
what?
saying that
There's no way that you can actually do that
know.
unless you decide you just want to pay for her life, for the rest of her life. The worst part about it is her actual attorney at this point. Like, when you look at the case, you see that there's not much there. Like, the papers I just found, they're making palimony claims.
What's that?
Like where she feels like she's entitled to 50% of everything I've earned because she was around me from an earlier point. For every man that's out there right now, Angie, that's like, if you have a girlfriend right now, and you decide to break up, do you think it's cool that she would actually want 50% of everything that you earn?
But no, but when there's a kid involved, that changes the game a little bit.
It does, but I don't know how much he can always come, when he's ready, he can come here. You know what I'm saying? I never, I went to go see him like 2 weeks ago, like on the weekend, to go see him play basketball. I picked him up, drove him, we went to
We all went to
Unique Autos, Will Shop. I picked him up for a basketball game, we went to Unique Autos and I was bringing him back. She called while he was actually in the car with me. She said, "Where you at?" So I'm with my father. She said, "Well, where y'all going?" I said, "Tell her you be back in an hour and a half." She said, "Well, where y'all going?" I said, "To a dealership." Now tell her to figure out what dealership. Because she said, if you don't tell them we're going, I'm going to call the cops. I said, "Well, tell them I'll be there in an hour and a half." You see what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter to me. Like we don't have, she's actually upset that me and him still have the same relationship that we had before that happened, because it doesn't change in his head. I'm just like a superhero to him. You see what I'm saying? Like, he remembers us not having anything, living in my grandmother's basement. Then everything that came that made things comfortable came based on the things that I did, because she never moved.
But she's his mother, so he's still seeing his mother going through.
Right.
He's still gonna grow up. He's still gonna grow up and feel like, my mother got messed up in this, and my mother made
a big mistake. Maybe she should have showed some type of ambition and wanted to work or do something on her own. Because listen, even when you do, like, people, I hear people say only $67,000, like $6,700. That's $84,000 a year.
Jesus.
What we consider a middle class household is bringing that in. You would actually, that's untaxed dollars. So technically, and you would have to make $160,000 a year between the two of you. You have to have two people in the house that make $80,000 a year in order for you to end up with $84,000 to spend.
Right.
That's a lot of money, because it wasn't cool and we didn't maintain a cool enough relationship for me to just give her the $500,000 and let her just chill with that.
Right.
Now there's no, we have no communications, we don't speak to each other at all.
That's too bad.
We have nothing. So now you're living in a space that if someone was to fall and hurt themselves, I would be liable. And you like to hang out, like she'd hang out with anyone that she thought was my enemy. She could actually invite somebody over to the house, have them lay down at the bottom of the steps and say they fell. And they got a back injury. As long as they go to a chiropractor, they're gonna say that they're like,
this is you protecting
right.
yourself. I get it.
Because I knew that she had that type of character, I gave her a book deal. So if she decides to write the book, I'll receive the proceeds from.
Wait, so but does that mean that if she was to try to write a book with somebody else, now she can't?
She can't, because I actually purchased the rights to her life story. Because her life story, the only thing exciting about her life is 50 Cent.
Wow. How do you do that? Doesn't she have to sign? She
signed up. We did a deal.
She can't go somewhere and write a book about
she has more. She got paid more in advance than Superhead.
That's
and
like
Carmen.
That's like half genius and half just mean.
That's not me. That's just me being aware of a person's character. Like you gotta evaluate people. Like we was talking about off the air. We was talking
If
about.
you're not understanding what he's saying he gave her a check and said, "I'm gonna. If you ever want to put out a book, you have to do it through me.
Right.
In case she ever decides to go write her
Right.
tale, you have ultimately. I would imagine you probably even have to oversee.
Well, yeah,
what she
but
would
I would
write.
allow her to say whatever she wanted to say. Like, I don't care.
Of course, because then you get.
I'm gonna make the money off it.
Right.
So if she says crazy stuff
Oh
to shop
my God,
value.
that's so crazy. I'm sure that you probably have a. I'm sure there's a list of women that you've driven crazy, based on that story alone.
And it's really about finances. Like it really turned into money.
Right.
Like how much money can I get? Like, so initially when her lawyer told her that she probably could get $50,000 a month,
She bit.
that was it. The end of it. And then the communication, like before that we had bad communication. But when she heard she can get $50,000 a month, she was like, I'm not saying nothing to him. Period. I want the $50,000 a month. Now that it's $6,700. I mean, she gotta feel like the donkey, the biggest jackass of this year. Like, you know what I mean? She can't even afford her bag habit like that.
And you can't afford a bag habit on that.
No.
And you'll never want to fix this.
No.
You don't fix anything. We've talked about that.
Ain't nothing to fix. And it's like,
I don't fix
once you go
anything.
that far, what is there to fix?
We gotta
Like
work
right
on
now.
that, Fifth. We gotta work on that.
But
Yeah,
if-
sometimes you gotta make
Look, if you-
nice with
if
certain
you communicate
things.
with her
And if
that-
nothing else, if you don't ever make nice with anybody you have beef with, at least your son's mother.
No,
At
it's the
some
same
point.
thing. And look, at
For
this
one
point,
person.
if you were doing it, wouldn't it be the discomfort of her not having that financial support? Then that wouldn't mean that the initial relationship that you thought existed meant anything. It's about money if you try to reconcile now. You know, so I'm like, I don't want that. Like, nah, get out of here. Catch the bus.